Go ahead. We live.
Oh,
You, we live in this bitch.
that's what that
Excuse me.
countdown was.
Yeah, excuse us if it came across a little weird. We on a new little format, little setup, so um, it just feels weird looking at the screen like that. Like I like to see myself, but it is what it is. Um, Info guy got this little clip, something that we can chat about, man. If you want to go through that beam footage, info guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What in the hell you when you
Before we do,
removed
y'all
that
want to give
coochie
a
back
little
when you gave that
introduction real
lame
quick?
nigga that pussy?
Say it again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, because we don't even know what the clip is about. For one, you
That's
just
true.
roll with the clip.
That's
You want to
true.
lead us in like,
Info guy. Info
It
guy.
says women shares that she doesn't want a man with a worker mentality. And the
A
clip
what?
gives more context. A worker mentality.
she doesn't want a man with a worker mentality. See what she's talking about.
Yeah,
And
let's
this
see.
is
Those
real.
types
This
of women
ain't
are
AI.
insatiable. They're insatiable. You cannot satisfy them no matter what you do.
Had a choice: a side chick to a prominent athlete, or a wife to a
Echo
plumber. Plumbers
somewhere.
make
That's
money
really
too.
hard.
They're
Cause
not broke. They
yeah,
make
but they
money.
have you in the shitter all day. Like, oh, that's not cute.
What if he making money? They don't.
Some jobs is not attractive. Like, you
Say
want
that
your bitch to
again.
be a
Info
cafeteria
guy.
lady?
If it's paying,
Yes, the job gotta be attractive.
I
Yes,
hear
I've
that
been said
echo.
this on the Bronx like you. Blessed inside the Bronx girls. Now,
It do
job got to be more
happen.
attractive than your salary.
It do gotta be attractive, especially if your
What's
Cut.
salary is
attractive
not.
job? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, entrepreneur, athlete.
Um,
Attractive to
no,
jazz.
I'm trying to say you trying to talk about you trying to talk about regular like
Stable. You talking about stable? Let her talk.
are you talking about what a normal
Stop
people
it.
jobs? Like, no, I'm not
But
saying
jazz, jazz.
like
A
plumber.
plumber's not a
No,
normal
y'all hear
job.
that?
A normal man could become a plumber.
I
Plumbers
mean,
are making more money than
info
doctors.
guy got
But
it
he got
here.
houses and stuff. Then he's the entrepreneur. Like he
Yeah,
got
I hear it. It's not playing.
It's
That shit
playing
sounds
back
crazy.
crazy, crazy.
Yes,
Like,
Like,
I think it speeds up or something. I fucking hate when Instagram does that.
yeah, it's a wild echo in there too.
yeah,
Hold on.
sped it up to the point that we couldn't even hear it. And it sounded like two people, two separate videos.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. Let me replay it. Hold on. Let me replay it. Hold on.
Yeah, but this week flying by, man.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. Shit. I mean, what
those types of
summer
women are insatiable.
summertime? Here we go.
Can you hear it?
Play it again.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna mute these.
They're insatiable. You cannot satisfy them no matter what you do.
Had a choice: a side chick to a prominent
Way
athlete,
better.
or a wife to a plumber. Plumbers make
That's
money
really
too.
hard.
They're not broke. They
Yeah,
make
but they
money.
have you in the shitter all day. Like, oh, that's not cute.
What if he making money? They don't.
Some jobs is not attractive. Like, you want
that
your bitch
again.
to be a cafeteria lady?
If it's paying,
Yes, the job gotta be attractive.
Yes, I've been said this on the Bronx like you. Blessed inside the Bronx girls. Now, job got to be more attractive than your salary.
It do gotta be attractive, especially if
What's
your
an
salary is
attractive
not.
job? Doctor, lawyer, engineer, entrepreneur. Nah, that's boring. That's not attractive to jazz.
No, I'm trying to say you trying to talk about you trying to talk about regular
Stable.
like
You talking about stable. No. Let her talk.
are you talking about what a normal
Yo,
people
why they
jobs? Like,
speed
no.
it up like
But
that?
jazz.
Like
A plumber's not a normal
Thanks
job.
for
A normal
copyright.
man could become a plumber.
Plumbers are making more money than doctors.
But if he got houses and stuff, then he's the entrepreneur. Like he's
No.
other
So
something
the
other than a
audio
plumber.
a
No, I'm
little
not into
bit.
people that have worker
Yeah, you
mentality
got to get
because
another
I feel
clip.
like I know people like that, and I could tell you
One
like, go
that
get me
ain't
water. You're gonna go get
protection.
me water. Go get me because you're so used to like listen. But if you have own your own company,
So you want a
like,
nigga to tell you, no, bitch, go get your own shit.
no, not that.
Yo,
But,
what
not
do
wait,
you
But we
no,
get
no,
the
wait,
gist
wait.
of
Not
it
if
though,
you
so
a
we
worker,
can
I just
kind
feel
of
like
Yeah,
go
we
in.
got it,
If
info guy.
he's a world class surgeon, but he works at a hospital, that's a worker.
that's different. He
Yo,
works at
yeah, okay. I mean, we pretty much get the gist of it. So this,
If-
excuse me, this woman don't want to be with a worker person. That's what I'm taking it as. You know, she just wants to be with Boston. Is that it? Is that what I'm hearing?
basically in a nutshell, she said she doesn't want a man with a worker mentality. And there's so many layers to that. So I'm just gonna start with one question, not for y'all. answer specifically for a woman, but just in general, where does that start at? Because what if he was a major in the army? He's a worker because he still has to take orders, but this nigga might be making X amount of money and he got X amount of power. You know what I'm saying? So like, where does the line draw? What even if he is a plumber? What if he's a plumber that owns Rotor Rooter, and every now and then he got to go out and do the dirty work? So I don't. That's crazy, and it's sad. Honestly, it's sad.
I would agree with you on it being sad, right? But it goes like this though. Everybody still answers to someone. That's like, do you know how rare it is to find to find specifically bosses, right? Now, I'm not, I gotta make money, and I make a good amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Necessarily not a boss, but you still could be a boss, like in the sense of I kind of get what she's saying though, a little bit. Like I'm gonna break it down. Like if you ever work with people, for instance, or your peers or whatever, right? Now, say your coworkers that you work and y'all make the same amount of money, pretty much, right? Y'all make the same amount of money, so we're workers, right? But our mentality is a boss mentality because we just not going to settle for that job. Like our mentality, like we trying to do other things outside of that. Like
Right.
so I could see in a sense what she's talking about because you could get a lot of niggas that make good money, but they just don't, they're comfortable. Their mindset isn't as of a
As
boss.
a worker, yeah.
I'm a say.
Is that
You know
more
what
of an entrepreneurial mindset too? Like, and not like, do they kind of go hand in hand? Like, because like you said, I'm not just settling working at Amazon. I'm gonna go out here and eventually I'm gonna get 3 or 4 trucks of my own and throw somebody in them, and you know what I mean. And I just sit back and collect the bread. So, like you said, that's a boss mentality and kind of like an entrepreneurship type of mindset, you know what I mean? To where you gotta, I guess you have to be an entrepreneur first to eventually become that boss that you're looking to be. You know what I'm saying? Like running your own business and things of that nature. Like you said, you don't just start off as adolescents handed down to you. Like we all would love to have an empire that we handed down to our sons and daughters and made them bosses without having to put in, no real work outside of education.
What the fuck?
Good, good info, guy.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing. I just heard some static and shit. But yeah. So I kind of get where she's coming from, maybe. But if she's wording it as, nigga can't be no painter, niggas can't be no, cemetery worker, like niggas can't do these things. But you could still be a boss at that jump, like whatever you do, you can still be a boss because like what if you the supervisor?
Right.
I don't even
But
think
I
she,
think it's the
I don't even
entrepreneurial.
think
So
she
she just
talking
really
about it.
she wants the guys that got their own business.
Yeah, because
Who
that's what I was going to say. Like, what if, I don't know the young lady, but she looked like she may have a certain background being a bartender somewhere once before, or, once upon a
stripper.
time might have danced on a stage somewhere. So, like you said, going back to your point, what if it was a dude that ran his own mechanic shop and made $500,000 a year and was just in there balling out every day, throwing wild money at her. And then when she finally was, she was feeling the dude. And then when she finally was like, let's go out and kick it. And he told her what he did. What do you think? She's not gonna say, "Oh, I ain't fucking with you." You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
she is.
Yeah, I
That's what
wouldn't.
she's saying.
I wouldn't think so. If he's able to, like Jimmy said, if I'm able to provide the same lifestyle, but I just work as opposed to actually being a boss, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a
You
doctor.
hear what she said
A
though?
doctor being a boss. A doctor works for the goddamn hospital. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
She wasn't though. She wasn't speaking to really bosses. She was speaking to the actual job itself. Like,
You know what I think Info got too? She just didn't want to say it, the financial status that come with that. She just didn't want to sound like most of these women, but I'm like you, like she it's the job, like you said, and Jimmy said it too. She don't want a painter, but she's associating somebody that paints with probably only making $40,000 a year.
yeah, and
That
that's why they said, well, what if he owns it? And she was like, nah, I don't want a man that come home stinking, smelling, all of that other shit. That's what she said.
well, if that's her preference, then that's a little different.
She wants a man to have one of those attractive jobs, as they say.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like a business, like a corporate man wearing suits and shit.
Yo, we spoke on this plenty of times, man. Like, as men, we will date a waitress. We will date a cocktail waitress. We'll date somebody like a housekeeper. We'll date a store clerk. But it seems as if women won't, like, I'm not saying, like, if you're already with him, it's different. But like when they go and look for a guy and about to date him, and they got to tell their homegirls, you know what I mean? Like, he work at the car wash. Like, they're not gonna date that guy. They're not gonna date that guy
Mm-hmm.
because as a man, to be a man and to get a woman, sorry to say, you have to have a little bit of a credentials. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
have some
yeah, yeah.
credentials. Go ahead, see.
Because like you said, Jimmy, like that same chick that work at the car wash, if I brought her around, y'all ain't gonna clown her
Nah,
after we talk
nah.
about some and when I say clown her or even get in my ear like, yo, bro, you sure? She surely work at the car wash, my nigga. But women will do that to their homegirl. Like,
Yeah,
girl, this nigga work at the car wash. You
car
fucking
wash. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah, like, but we won't do that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because that's not see. But somebody like we asked a question the other day: do we love unconditional?
yeah,
And in certain ways we kind of do, bro, because we can fall in love with like a housekeeper. We could
right.
fall in love like with just a random chick that nobody else wants. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like for us, we looking for, we're not looking for the face card.
Yeah.
Like female pick their men off face cards. And it's kind of like the fairy tale story that they looking for, bro. So it's kind of fucked up for men,
Right.
because there's some good men out here, but because they not, might not have the right job or whatever, or the right car or
Now
whatever,
let me
or the
ask
right.
you this. Let me throw a curveball at y'all. Info guy, jump in here if you can. Because you got a daughter too. As a man with daughters, and Jimmy is you in a different stage, because one of yours got a baby. So do you think, and is it okay for women to choose their men based off of that? Because they know eventually if we want to have a family, I'm going to have to sit down. I can't avoid this. I got to get pregnant and go through all of that. So I'm going to have to sit down. You going to have to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless she got some type of job where she's making, you know what I'm saying? But, the average household, whatever the case may be. Is it okay for our daughters to go into that situation looking for that comfort more than men? And is it okay for them to have that condition? Like, okay, you know what? When it's time to do this family shit, I need to make sure the man I do this with is capable of holding it down while I take this break.
All right, well, I'm gonna say this, Z. Like, one thing about, yes, I mean, of course, we gonna want our daughters to do that. But the funny thing about life is, while our daughters are in relationships, they're not even thinking about that. Like we are. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna want that, of course. Like, yes, we want you. Hey, this guy, because I do that now. What he do for a living? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Oh, he do that. You know,
Right.
all three of my daughters got boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? And and it's like, but when you young, you can attest to this. When you young, y'all just going off of impulse. Y'all just so I think we let's go up to our age range or say like mid-20s, 30s or whatever, even 40s. Like it's still that way, Z. Like I think you can't escape it.
Yeah,
You know,
I guess okay, because like you said, you made a good point. We don't see it in a moment. We see it more in the future. So I
right.
guess should us as mothers and fathers of these daughters put that bug in their ear? Because like you
Yes.
said, they don't see that in the moment. Oh shit. Even with daycare, right? Like sometimes it's more feasible for the woman or the man to stay home because the shit is just, it don't make no sense. One of y'all will just be working just to pay fucking daycare expenses. You know what I'm saying? So why have your children with strangers all day when one of y'all can just stay home? You know what I mean? So I get it, as far as like if that decision is made too. So yeah, I guess, yeah, it's like preaching that okay, eventually y'all are gonna do this if y'all plan everything right. I know it may slip up and happen, but just make sure that your partner, man or woman, you know what I'm saying? Like this goes for our sons too. Like, y'all can hold it down. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
'Cause it's hard, bro. Like, info guy, I know, and I know, man, like having a family early, yeesh, boy. And not really establishing yourself like you supposed to. Dang.
Yo, I mean, we kind of switch subjects, but I'm actually like an example of that though,
Right.
right? And I mean, we all are, right? But the crazy thing about it is like moving out on your own with a family young, like you said, it's one of the hardest things. But I'm gonna say one of the good things about it, like if it works out, because like we know a bunch of niggas that have the same, have this long-term situation.
Right.
The good thing about that doing it young is you get to enjoy, what I mean? Like you're young going through a lot of things, like you're young going through a lot of things and you still get to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times I wish I waited later to got myself more established
Mhm.
first. But then I think about how a lot of times I see 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, like when I used to go to mega games and the girls' games, their parents, you know, were like 58,
Right.
what I'm saying, early 60.
Right.
And it was a different vibe. So, like, growing old with your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing with your kids. So, it's like you get to grow with them,
Yeah.
being
I
young.
was
Because
gonna say, yeah.
good.
That's what I was gonna say to add on to what you're saying. It is a catch-22 because like you said, using me for instance, like going through my situation and coming home and then starting to have like even though I had AJ early, but starting to have the bulk of my kids late. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
in my late 20s, in the comparison to you now on the back end of that, I still got kids in high school going in my late 40s. My youngest will graduate. Let me see, she's sixth grade now, so you got 6 more years. Yeah, so she'll be 53. I'll be 53 when my last kid is done with high school. So like you said, you and Tisha done seen all of Europe, all of Asia body. You know what I'm saying? Whereas me, I'm like, damn, yeah, I really want to take this trip to Jamaica, but baby girl needs such and such and such and such. So on the back end
Right. Right.
said being in your late 40s and
Right.
y'all can just catch a flight to wherever and you ain't got to worry about no babysitter, no kids, or no shit like that. So, like, that's the dope part of it, too. You know what I mean?
Right, right. I mean, right. That's the only part that I say because when we go places and we see people, they were like, y'all grandparents, they be like, oh man, we look and you see how we dress. So
Right.
when we go places, it's like y'all not the dad. Y'all not the mother, y'all not the mom and dad. You're like, yeah, that that I like that feeling. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but downside. is early on, early on was, hell.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker. So, it's always the good and the bad.
People don't talk about that enough, and I would love to do an episode on that and hopefully get some, females to chime in, some women to chime in. But the emotional maturity of having to mature emotionally in your 20s, raising a family, like that's a conversation in itself. Because you're not grown. As much as you might have thought you was grown having those kids in your 20s, you wasn't grown. You know what I'm saying? Like you, of course, with the mentality you got now, thinking of how you was back then. So that in itself is a conversation. Like that takes a lot, like you said, bro.
Yeah, I was very childish.
Right.
Like I know it. Very immature, but stupid.
Right.
But that's why, kids are having kids, bro. That's just really what it is. And like I said, raising each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because you have to mature because of them.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You got to go to work because of them. Like, you got to do these things because of them. So it's like, it's growth. But, yeah, nice little. Did you have anything to chime in, info guy, about old girl? Because we got a.
Yeah.
Nah, throwing the topic.
Okay. Yeah, we ready to switch now. What you want
to. Johnny, think of. Go ahead, info guy.
I asked Jimmy if he had gotten a text message with a code in it.
from Facebook? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. 662-779.
All right. So yeah, y'all can go ahead and talk about the game, I guess.
Yeah, we definitely need to
28 minutes. I think tip off is officially at 8:30, 8:35 or something. Yeah.
No, just want to say this. So the PMP show has been divided, during the sporting season, right? I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan. He's a Giant, so we play maybe once a season.
Right.
You
But
know,
this is epic.
huh?
I said, but this is epic.
This right here, this Spurs Knicks joint. First of all, it's a 99 rematch, right? It's a 99 rematch. Not only that, on this platform, we are a unit divided.
Right.
Like, I'm a Spurs fan since Sean Elliott, Avery Johnson, and all them boys.
It ain't fake Spurs. I give him that. He ain't no bandwagon Spurs.
Nah, I've been there with the Spurs. I haven't been loud in the last couple of years because they've been rebuilding. And so I just been watching, quietly jumping around the other teams like Toronto. But other than that, Spurs. Now, if y'all know Z, if it come to New York, Giants, and them damn Knicks that been sorry for years, he's always been screaming and still screaming, go New York, go New York, go. So it's I got confidence in the Spurs.
It's David and Goliath for sure.
I
said it's David and Goliath for sure. You know what I mean?
You think so? I don't think so.
I think it is only because, like, as I sat and I really thought about it, right? And yeah, we know Shea do all the draw the foul thing, but Brunson do that too, just not as bad. But I was like, damn, they got a lot of defenders, yo. So on that side, Brunson gonna have to work. So I'm not worried about Brunson as much. I think he can kind of equalize Wemby. So, yeah.
Right.
It's everybody else that I need to show up. So this first game, I feel like we're going to be rusty out the gate. So I feel like y'all going to jump up 10, 15 early, depending on how y'all look. Because if y'all might be too excited. So that's right. If y'all too excited, we all play ball before. Your jumpers are going too long, pause, you know what I mean? You're shooting a little too hard. So that and us being rusty, if we can keep up until y'all play through that, we'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all come out hot early, I think y'all might wash us this first game. You know what I mean? Because I don't see us having that 20-point swing like we did against Cleveland when we came out rusty.
That ain't happening.
Right.
But all right, but here's my synopsis, bro. All season, like after the All-Star break, I've been noticing New York, right? Like watching, like, and you know, I'm sad that y'all got to play the Spurs because had they played anybody else, I would have been going. Like honestly, I would have been going with New York, right? You know what I'm
Oh my
saying? Because it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? Me being from there, like my whole family, everybody's screaming New York right now. And it'll be dope for the city. Like I'm gonna throw that out first. So if New York win, I'm comfortable because I'm gonna be honest. The Spurs, yo, they gonna be uh next 6-7 years, they gonna be, you know what I'm saying, running shit. So
yeah.
anyway, but I mean we still gonna win. I'm just saying now when I'm just giving New York the respect. You know what I'm saying? Before I disconnect from the respect. So shout out to New York. But as far as the game go, exactly what you said about Brunson. That's my only concern is when he start going off on the fourth and it's crunch time. Like because that's what for you. Like if they contain Brunson in the fourth, we could win the series because that like when it comes crunch time, yo, he gets the ball. He gonna pick out his defenders, and the only problem is he gonna have to pick up. He gonna have to draw Wemby to get a disadvantage. He gonna have to because 1 through 4, y'all gonna have to either play through Karl Anthony Towns because I don't think Brunson is big. Like my opinion, I ain't see the game yet, but just off basketball and watching basketball, the amount of space they giving around the person with the ball, like, and his height. So if everybody's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7" around him, it's like everybody gonna jump at the ball. I want to see how the game plays out, but I'm taking Spurs at 6. I'm taking Spurs at 6.
I seen this dude he had broke down. I think I sent it to y'all some clip. He was running the offense, and then Mike Woodson had made an adjustment because Wemby was checking Josh Hart, and Josh Hart was off all game, so he can kind of lag off of him and just lock the whole paint down like he do. So
I saw that.
Mike Woodson told Josh Hart to start, instead of he would sit in the corner, but then he would cut up. So now Wemby kind of had to go with him because now it's motion. But then when they would pass the ball to Josh Hart, instead of having that corner 3, Cat would cut or OG would cut to the basket because now you got Wemby already going this way in motion. You hurry up and throw it to Josh Hart and you throw that little backdoor cut. So that's the type of shit, that motion shit. We got to keep Wemby doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And keep him off balance. So hopefully when he do jump to block that shit, he motherfucking bump you with his body and get a cheap foul or something. You know what I mean? But
I think that's mostly the problem with every team for real is they just be worried about Wemby so much. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the advantage the Spurs have. But that's why everybody else so good. Because you ever see niggas come to go to the inside once they get in there, they don't even want to shoot. They just stop and they looking around because he's in the area.
Right.
And then that half a second, Fox has got tipping the ball, or Castle is tipping the ball. So I think Wemby's he's like a ghost. So they say, dude say he everywhere. Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is like, yo, this nigga's everywhere.
Yeah. Now
Literally.
we shooting the lights out, which I hope we can continue to do. That's why I'm kind of, it's a good and a bad thing with that long ass break. Hopefully we can pick back up because Landry Shamet was hitting. I think he was shooting 40%. Jalen Brunson, you know what I mean? Josh Hart was even got his jumper back. Mikal Bridges, of course, OG got healthier, but So we can keep y'all honest by hitting our jumpers outside. I feel like we can get y'all in 7, but we're gonna have to steal one in San Antonio, and it got to be one of these first 2. If we don't get one of these first 2, you know what I mean? It's gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
I think it's good for the NBA though. I
Yeah,
think I think this is a good joint for the NBA, man. Like,
yeah,
because I
yeah.
ain't been excited about a finals in a long time.
I'm trying to think of the last one. It had to be Curry and when they would play Boston, just because I wanted to see him get it without KD.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you know, I I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I mean, I was excited when LeBron went against KD, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was just saying that was probably the most recent one
Yeah,
because remember we had trash ones like Milwaukee and
come on, man,
Phoenix.
it's trash.
Uh, yeah, who was the
Shit, the
other one?
Lakers in the bubble was trash. Who they play? Miami.
Yeah,
That shit was trash. That shit was trash, bro. Like the NBA, like this is one of the best joints in a while. It's been trash, bro. It's not.
even Dallas and Boston was
Come
trash
on.
when Tatum and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't even a good series. Yeah,
Yo, the Minnesota. I mean, when Dallas played Boston, yeah,
yeah,
that shit was
yeah.
trash too.
Who did Denver beat?
That's how you,
Miami.
huh,
Denver beat
bro?
Miami. That's trash.
Trash, trash. Yo, the Indiana joint last year with OKC.
It went 7. That was good because it was exciting because Halliburton was fucking blessed by God last
Yeah,
year and was making all crazy ass shots.
yeah.
So, but then when he got hurt,
And see, but that's what opened us transition to these young teams winning because it was 2 teams that haven't been like,
yeah,
yo, when was the last time Indiana been in OKC? The last time they went was with LeBron and them. That was like what,
yeah,
12, 2000, man,
yeah.
10 maybe?
Oh, wow.
I can't even
Yeah.
remember. I could be, fact checked on, but
It was a long ass
yeah,
time
it was
ago
a
because
long time
KD
ago.
and league in 4 years. Yeah,
Yo, so we need to get back to this type of hype. Like, and to be honest, we need women
yeah,
because
yeah,
LeBron faded, right? He gonna carry the torch. It's obvious. But you got Shays left in there now. You got on the East,
yeah. Man,
not just
yeah,
Ant-Man, you got Brunson.
Unsaid.
You got the first team. If you think about the first team plays, a lot of them are young, bro.
Oh yeah,
Except for and maybe correct me if I don't even care. Yo, to me, Dirk is trash, bro. Like, he can score buckets, bro, but he ain't never gonna win a chip. Dirk,
yeah.
I mean not Dirk, Luca.
I you talk about
Luca.
Luca.
Luca
Yeah,
Doncic. Like to me, and he keep making first team because he can score buckets. But when your team, bro, like Luca trash, bro. Like,
yeah. Like you said, it's gonna be hard to build a winner around somebody like him. Yeah, it's gonna be
it
hard.
ain't like
Yeah,
he shed it, where he doing it quicker. Like this nigga just like it's
right.
almost James Harden esque action.
Yeah.
He's just a
It's
huh?
like think about the finals, bro. Think about when they played
Boston.
Boston and yeah, Luca, you might give me 30, but if fucking Tatum drops 29, what the fuck did you really do? You know what I'm saying? So, and in the finals, you gonna see some killers. You ain't gonna see no bozos.
Huh.
So, like you said, even if he do take the Lakers to the final, you gonna bump into the Knicks with a Brunson. You gonna bump into a Celtics with a Tatum and a Brown. You gonna bump into whoever. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, yeah, he's just gonna get canceled out.
Bro, the dude from Dallas did a great job of getting rid of that dude. I'm telling you, because where he go, they gotta pick a certain select of individual type players to play with him. And it's never,
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, the new thing now is team basketball, bro. Team,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Right.
you got your star, but he got a 1A. You got dudes that gonna play D. You got dudes that's gonna be, but these like OKC,
The super team is gone.
Minnesota, everybody can score and play defense
Yeah,
a little bit. And
yeah.
if you can't get with some D, if you're hustle, you can't get back, bro. Them type niggas to
Right.
me is trash. So
And like you said, I know we got to close because the game get ready to
right,
start. Like, you know, the pace of the game is a lot faster. So you need a roster with at least 9 niggas minimum that can get up and down that court. So obviously you can't get 6 of them be superstars. So like you said, you got to start building these OKC rosters where you got 7, 8 guys that, okay, they good, but they not
great.
great. But they good enough to get you. But like you said, then you get that Shea and that Jalen Williams to go with them. And now you got you a nice little 10-man rotation.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Shout
Yep.
out. Yeah. So I guess that's a good time. They about to do a little presentation and shit.
Yes, 8:15. Best of luck to you, brother.
Yes.
Let's just hope everybody stay healthy. That's the one thing I don't want. I don't want no bullshit ass injury and to fuck the whole series up. Let's just get through this healthy and motherfucking go
Yo,
Knicks.
I'm gonna make a prediction before you go. Shout out. I'm gonna say, yo, they talking to De'Aaron Fox. I'm gonna say Castle and De'Aaron Fox is gonna be pivotal this first game for us. Who you got for the Knicks that's going?
I got definitely Cat. And my main reason is foul trouble. Because when Mitchell Robinson fucking his pinky up, you can't get in foul trouble early because, for one, if you got to leave the court, you're taking the offensive presence away. And we got to bring Mitchell Robinson with a half a hand trying to fucking guard Wemby. So, not even as much as Cat giving us buckets offensively. We definitely need that. But, nigga, stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So good luck to y'all too, bro. And sound off to
Yes,
y'all.
sir. We'll
Info guy.
get back on tomorrow. Want to get back on tomorrow?
Yeah, we should talk about the shit.
Yeah, bet.
All right. So info guy, appreciate the hookup and the connection.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the info,
And
guy.
if anybody on there, I can't tell. Y'all be safe and
Salute.
peace.
Yeah.